कौन कहता है रोशनी चांद देता है, सितारे नहीं। मैंने टांक लिया है सितारों को अपनी छतरी में, मेरी राहों में अब अंधेरे नहीं।
दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है डॉक्टर श्रीश गौतम और मेरी पहचान मेरा पंत नगर का आईडी नंबर 26904। और दोस्तों, मैं लेकर आया हूं आपके लिए स्टार्स ऑफ पंतनगर।
इंडोइन बिजनेस ग्रुप प्रेजेंट्स स्टार्स ऑफ पंतनगर। इंडोइन बिजनेस ग्रुप, an agricultural company, adding value, building trust. To know more about our title sponsor, please visit www.indoingroup.com.
दोस्तों, हर हफ्ते मिलवाते हैं हम आपको पंतनगर के शाइनिंग स्टार्स से, और आज भी मिलवाएंगे। हमारे आज के गेस्ट के लिए कहना चाहेंगे, मंजिलें बड़ी जिद्दी होती हैं, हासिल कहाँ नसीब से होती हैं, मगर वहाँ तूफान भी हार जाते हैं जहाँ कश्तियाँ जिद पर होती हैं। He is 1969 batch Pantnagariya. His ID number is 4077. He was senior advisor to DG and director South Asia IFPRI. He was the director of NARM. He was also the director of National Center of Agriculture Economics and Policy Research. He has been awarded with Dr. M.S. Randhawa Memorial Award of the NAS, Dr. R.C. Agarwal Lifetime Achievement Award of Indian Society of Agriculture Economics, Lifetime Achievement Award by Pantnagar 4A. He was Secretary General of the 4th World Congress on Conservation Agriculture. Currently, he is President of Agriculture Economics Research Association and Secretary of the National Academy of Agricultural Sciences. He has also served as Chairman of SARC Agricultural Centers Board. He was also the Chairman of UNCAPSA governing body. He was the member of BRICS Agricultural Group. He was also the member of Intergovernmental Panel on the World Bank's Internal Assessment of Agricultural Science and Technology for Development. He was also the member of International Steering Committee for the Climate Change, Agriculture and Food Security Challenge Program. He is also a member of the core group of Indian government's Right to Food (NHRC). He has traveled 45 countries and worked in 15 countries. His key work areas include agriculture research, impact assessment, technology policy, natural resource management, markets, and institutional economics. So here I present Dr. P.K. Joshi ji. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. In a forest of 100,000 trees, no two leaves are alike, and no two journeys along the same path are alike. To let our audiences have more about your journey in your own words.
Thank you so much for giving me this important platform. I congratulate you and your team for launching such a useful program. Regarding my journey after leaving Pantanagar, it was fantastic. It was very meaningful, which I enjoyed at every step. While I was near completion for my doctorate degree, I had 3 options that time. First, join in Eslite Bank, which many of my friends did that time. The second was to go to the seed sector. Again, some of my batchmates joined seed sector, especially the Tarai Seed Development Corporation. And third, join the agriculture research system. My teachers and my advisor guided me to join for agriculture research system. I realized that importance of agriculture research system. In research, you are always creative. Research is more innovation. You create more innovation. Every day you have new opportunities and new challenges. So I decided for agriculture research stream. So I was selected in the newly created Agriculture Research Service in 1976. I joined as a scientist in the premier Indian Agricultural Research Institute. After 4 years, I moved to the Central Soil Salinity Research Institute Karnal. My tenure there was very, very productive. I worked in a multidisciplinary team in some of the challenging areas of soil and water degradation. Later, I was invited to join the International Crops Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics, ICRISAT, in Hyderabad. Here I was working in rain-fed agriculture in India and some of the Asian and African countries. I got wonderful opportunity to closely work with leading agricultural economists and several biological scientists from different parts of the world. The work culture was completely different, which greatly helped me in later stages of my career. Later, I headed the National Center of Agricultural Economics and Policy Research in New Delhi. I enjoyed working here, got excellent opportunities to closely work with Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Environment, the Planning Commission, and so on. It was really a wonderful experience on how to convert research outputs into policies and institutions to strengthen agriculture sector and help the poorest of the poor. My next stop was the National Academy of Agriculture Research Management, NARM. I got opportunity to be the director of this academy. I am so happy to share with you that the famous Dean, Dr. N.K. Anant Rao, was the founder director of this academy. So I am so happy that I was following his footsteps. The institute is so wonderful, but I was missing my research interest. Therefore, I took voluntary retirement from there. Immediately after taking my retirement from NARM, I got another wonderful opportunity to serve the International Food Policy Research Institute. It is part of the consultative group of International Agricultural Research. For some time, I was based in Washington, D.C. and then transferred to start the South Asia Regional Program. I took over as the director of the South Asia and became a part of the highest decision-making forum of the senior management team. So the journey was great and beyond my expectations.
कामयाबी के लिए जरूरी है सही रास्ता चुनना। कैसे चुना सर पंतनगर का रास्ता? सर, how Pantnagar happened?
Yes, interesting how Pantnagar happened. You know, I was not aware about any agriculture course. I was preparing for pre-medical examination, but I was underage at that time and was to wait for 1 year to appear for the medical examination. During the same time, it was just a coincidence that my uncle was posted to Pantnagar for the audit of the university. He brought application form from Pantnagar, that time we were in Nainital, and asked me to apply for the course. My father also encouraged me to apply for this particular course. I applied and selected and joined the university. And then rest is the history.
Sir, being a Pantnagar graduate must have had been an advantage.
Yes, you are right. Being a Pantnagarian means a different and special product in the market. Pantnagar education completely transforms your personality. Your thought process changes. Your commitment for poor and downtrodden changes. You become emotionally attached with the farming community. The course structure that time was different than rest of the universities. An agriculture graduate has to study courses like history, geography, sociology, political science, besides courses in agriculture. There were courses on improving your English. There was a course on public speaking to improve your communication skill. You know, it was a perfect blend of courses so that an agriculture graduate has good knowledge of all aspects of agriculture and society. I divide the advantages of agriculture education in Pantnagar broadly in 4 or 5 areas. Pantnagar education makes all-round personality development. Education at Pantnagar helps in improving knowledge in agriculture and enhance your skills. It improves your communication skills. Education in Pantnagar brings appreciation for dignity of work. That time, we used to have work program, NSS, and then practical crop production. The dignity of work is very, very important in your life. Education in Pantnagar brings confidence in you. There used to be several unannounced quizzes, so you are always prepared for any challenge at any time. Pantnagar training taught us to convert all the challenges into opportunities. So was with me. View everything positively and always be optimistic. My principle in life was to see opportunity in every challenge. I faced several challenges, but finally these greatly helped me in my favor.
A place is made up by its people. How do you remember good old days at college and your batchmates? Please also tell us more about your friendships, which still survives the world since Pantnagar days.
I can never forget Pantnagar and the wonderful days spent there. I always remember my teachers, my batchmates, and several friends. We had wonderful teachers in our time. They used to be very strict in classes, but they were very kind-hearted. Regarding classmates, some became as of family members. I was in touch with 4-5 classmates, and we used to meet often and talk our old days. The social media helped us a lot. We have now 1969 WhatsApp group. I am also connected with several friends through Facebook. Through the social media, we have gone to our old days. We enjoy with all fun and humor. I still remember our teammates of NSS and practical crop production. We also had an all India tour. The purpose was to show us the diversity in the country with respect to culture, diversity in agriculture, diversity in food and food habits, and language. It was a great experience to know and better understand about our country. I used to read biographies of distinguished personalities. I admire Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekananda, our former President Dr. Abdul Kalam, and many more. I was greatly influenced by their lives. I always used to remember the words of Mahatma Gandhi. He somewhere quoted, "Remember the dark brown and star man, bending under a scorching sun, scratching a little plot of the land for his living. Anything you do for his benefit." This quote was always on my table to remind me for my work and my research program. I am satisfied that my work was useful for the poor and downtrodden. This gives me great happiness and satisfaction.
लाइफ लर्निंग का नाम है और नेचर चेंज। लाइफ लगातार कुछ ना कुछ सीखने का मौका देती है और लगातार चेंज से, जो कि प्रकृति का नियम है, उससे हमें कुछ ना कुछ अपने जीवन को बनाने का, जीवन को एक नई दिशा देने का काम करते रहते हैं। कभी कभार ऐसे कुछ इंसिडेंट्स हो जाते हैं लाइफ में जो हमारे जीवन को देखने के, जीवन को समझने के नज़रिए को पूरी तरह से बदल देते हैं। हमारे आपके सबके जीवन में कोई ना कोई एक ऐसा इवेंट होता है। हो सकता है कोई एक ऐसी फेल्योर हो, सक्सेस हो, या एक नॉर्मल सिचुएशन हो जिसने अपने जीवन को देखने का, अपने जीवन को समझने का एक पूरी तरह से एक नया नजरिया दे दिया हो। आपका भी है ना सर कुछ ऐसा?
Science is for change, and change for good and better. I opted science, and that too agriculture, where majority are poor but producing food for others. I remember an incident of developing a program for a district where degraded lands was allotted to landless laborers. My director asked me to develop a proposal for the reclamation of degraded lands. When I interviewed these landless laborers, I realized that they were not having any food if they do not get the job that day. They were purchasing their food, including salt and oil, on a daily basis. No food if there was no job on a particular day. I thought how they will adopt a costly reclamation technology. They may also not get credit from the banks. After a lot of thinking, I developed a scheme which was piloted in 2-3 locations. And after 4-5 years, the World Bank funded for reclamation of degraded lands in entire state. So whenever I used to take up any research program, always kept in mind those poor who cannot afford technology and they are uncertain to access the food. I am happy that I was never failure. I always used to say that you build success on every failure. Every failure is one step forward towards success.
सर, जिस दौर में आप पंतनगर गए और पंतनगर में आपने एक लंबा समय बिताया, यूजी, पीजी, पीएचडी तीनों डिग्रीज आपने वहां से ली, तो उस समय पे जब पंतनगर की शुरुआत का दौर था और पंतनगर अपने फॉर्मिंग कंडीशन में था, तो सर कैसे आपको, मतलब उस समय का कल्चर सर कैसा था? किस तरह का पंतनगर था? किस तरह से आप महसूस करते हैं उस पंतनगर को?
There was only work culture in Pantnagar. We used to have trimester system. There used to be 5-6 courses in each trimester. There were unannounced quizzes, hourlies, practicals, and finals. Time used to just fly. But we used to have a lot of fun as well. On weekly basis, we used to have films in Gandhi Auditorium. We are also going to neighboring cities like Rudrapur, Kicha, Haldwani and Bareilly to see movies. We used to commute in the trucks, enjoyed to sit in the top of the open place of the truck. They say Dala. Dala mein बैठते थे ऊपर truck के. In the university, we used to have inter-college sports, cultural programs, and so all such things used to keep us terribly busy. During those days, we used to have a scheme known as Earn While You Learn. One can work in some project or lab during off times. I worked under this scheme to earn some money for buying few essential items. I can tell you that Pantnagar was a perfect blending of studies, recreation, sports, experience, fun, and lots of fun.
Sir, what will be your advice to the present generation about goals and dreams and how to achieve them?
I understand that the present generation is much smarter than our generation. More opportunities are now available than used to be in our time. But I would like to suggest few points for making a successful career. 1. They should set a goal for themselves. Do not deviate from there. My maternal uncle gave me a book written by Swami Vivekananda. I always remember a quote from there. This is, take up an idea. Make it that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. And just leave every other idea alone. This is the way of success. Second, be creative. Always think differently. It is being said that successful people do not do different things. They do it differently. Third, accept challenges in your life. Do not take a path where majority is going. There is less competition in this path. Plan to overcome the challenges in your favor. Fourth, pour your heart in the task you are undertaking. Anything you do should have full concentration. Your heart should be in that task. Fifth, time management is very critical. Time is free, but it is priceless. You cannot store time, but you can spend it. Once you have lost it, you can never get it back. God has given equal time of 24 hours a day to everyone. So make effective use of your time. So manage it for your prosperity and welfare of deprived people. Sixth, develop reading habits. I suggest reading of biographies of leading personalities. They influence your personality a lot.
Please share something about your teachers and gurus who inspired you earlier and one who still do.
Our teachers and gurus are like our God. Because of their guidance, we succeeded in our life. They guided us in every aspect. I remember Dr. S.L. Shah, my guide. He was head of the Department of Agricultural Economics. He inspired me for PhD and he gave me several mantras of life. I still remember and practice all those in day-to-day life. I remember other teachers like Dr. Y.L. Nene, Dr. K.C. Sharma, Dr. Katar Singh, Dr. J.S. Sharma, Dr. V.K. Pandey, Dr. L.R. Singh, Professor I.J. Singh, Dr. R.C. Agrawal, Dr. T.V. Murthy, and many more. They were wonderful teachers. They were my role models. I can never forget them.
सर, अपनी हॉबीज और अपनी एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज के बारे में बताइए.
In Pantnagar, unfortunately, I was not active in extracurricular activities. But I love reading good books. I prefer reading biographies of successful personalities. You learn a lot from their lifestyle and their actions. You know how they were responding under different challenging situations. I'll suggest today's generation to develop the habit of reading good books. My other hobby is to travel. I love to travel.
सर, चूंकि आपका रिसर्च में और एजुकेशन में काफ़ी करीबी अनुभव रहा है और काफ़ी लंबा अनुभव रहा है, रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूशंस और यूनिवर्सिटीज़ किस तरह से नेशन की इकोनॉमी को बिल्ड करने में और उस इकोनॉमी को मजबूती प्रदान करने में अपनी भूमिका किस तरह से निभाते हैं, इस पर कुछ प्रकाश डालिए.
Yes, you are right. Universities are backbone of the national economy. Pantnagar University played key role in ushering the green revolution in the country. When I joined the university, the green revolution was just in incipient stage. But now there are new challenges which need to be addressed. Some of these are: number one, climate change. You may think of climate smart agriculture. Number two is triple burden of malnourishment. Despite tremendous progress India has made, but food insecurity, undernourishment and obesity are getting serious problems. Biofortification and diet diversity can play important role. Third, smallholder agriculture. More than 90% holdings are small and marginal. We need to develop technologies, policies, and institutions in view of their holding size. Fourth, agricultural diversification in favor of high-value commodities such as horticulture, livestock, and fisheries. Fifth, I think our focus should now be for Atmanirbhar Bharat, or self-reliance India in agriculture. Need to promote export and go for import substitution.
Sir, given an opportunity to collaborate and build the startup ecosystem at Pantnagar, what will be your words for the university administration and to our audiences?
Current education system, needs to be drastically changed. We must see how we can synchronize with new education policy. We need to analyze our existing courses. Our courses need to be demand driven. We need more hybrid courses, diplomas and degrees. We need more practicals. Our course structure should be such that converts knowledge into skills. We need to develop incubation centers in the university. There are enormous opportunities for startups in agriculture. Incubation centers will help students to take up new ideas, to make those ideas his or her profession and business. University staff can help new entrepreneurs to develop their business models. Government has several schemes and providing lots of funding to startups. Many universities are linked with these schemes. So why not Pantnagar?
तो आइए ले चलते हैं आपको आपके बचपन में और याद करिए कोई एक ऐसा बचपन का सपना जो आपने देखा हो और जिसके बारे में आज भी सोचते हो. प्लीज.
We have not seen any dreams in our childhood days. today's world is very different. We can dream and achieve those. But luckily, I have never been a dreamer and dream chaser. I will always make my targets and prepare myself to accomplish that. And I succeeded most of the time. I can tell you that I never imagined that I shall be able to reach to such height. System has given me much more than I expected.
सवाल तो बहुत हुए और बहुत कुछ जानने की कोशिश भी, फिर भी कुछ ना कुछ तो ऐसा रह जाता है और कुछ ना कुछ तो ऐसा रह ही गया होगा जो हम और हमारे ऑडियंसेस ना जान पाए हों।
I was very lucky. I got tremendous opportunities to closely work with renowned researchers from different parts of the world. I got opportunities to travel about 40-45 countries. I was invited to share my research in very high level forum. For me, it was a proud moment that I got opportunities to represent my country in several high level forums such as SAARC, BRICS and so on. I got opportunities to work in 15 countries to develop their agriculture and food policies. I am documenting my memories and soon you will get it.
स्टार्स ऑफ पंतनगर भारत में ही नहीं, भारत के बाहर भी बहुत पसंद किया जाता है और बहुत सारे पंतनगर से जुड़े हुए लोग इस शो को बहुत प्यार दे रहे हैं। सर, आपके भी बहुत सारे बैचमेट्स, सीनियर्स, जूनियर्स और बहुत सारे पंतनगर से जुड़े हुए लोगों के लिए और हमारे इस शो की तमाम ऑडियंस के लिए जो हमें लगातार प्यार दे रही है, उनके लिए सर कुछ आशीर्वचन।
I used to say my batchmates that I remember them, I love them. There was no life without them at Pantanagar. I enjoyed our old golden days with them. I am so happy to reconnect with most of them through social media. Many thanks to you, Dr. Strish, for having me here on your show and conducting this wonderful interview. I really enjoyed talking with you. Thanks a lot.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच। तो दोस्तों, ये था हमारा आज का 16वां एपिसोड और आज के हमारे गेस्ट डॉक्टर पीके जोशी जी।
We thank our title sponsor, Endoin Business Group, for making this podcast possible.
और दोस्तों, आशा करते हैं आपको आज का शो पसंद आया होगा और इसी प्रकार स्टार्स ऑफ पंतनगर पे अपना प्यार और ब्लेसिंग्स देते रहेंगे। इस भरोसे के साथ अगले हफ्ते मैं फिर हाजिर होता हूँ एक नए व्यक्तित्व, एक नए चरित्र, एक नए पर्सनालिटी और एक नए स्टार्स ऑफ पंतनगर के साथ। टिल देन, कीप शाइनिंग।